You knew Sheryl Swoopes was going to add her 2 cents here. She wanted Caitlin Clark to stand in there and keep in mind, Angel Reese is what, 6'4", Caitlin Clark's 6 foot. And and she got a problem with the fact that Aaliyah Boston grabbed Angel Reese. Well, Caitlin Clark's walking away. Why the hell are you going to grab her? Sheryl Swoopes is she can't help it.
Sheryl Swoopes is back in the spotlight. No, not for finding peace, but for launching yet another passionate rant against Caitlin Clark. This time, she's reacting to a flagrant foul Clark committed against Angel Reese during the Indiana Fever's dominant 93-58 win over the Chicago Sky. Reese went up for a layup, but Clark blocked it hard, sending Reese to the floor. The refs called it a flagrant foul on Clark, and Reese was hit with a technical for her reaction. As for Swoopes, she wasted no time turning it into her next dramatic speech, something like Caitlin Clark, America's problem child. Do you think Swoopes is overreacting? Let us know in the comments below.
Cheryl, do you agree with both Clark and Reese saying this was a basketball play, or was this flagrant foul bigger than that?
I don't have an issue with the foul. I thought it was a hard foul. Yep, I thought the refs got it right. My thing with that was, stand in it.
Well, I knew it wouldn't be long before Cheryl's hate and Swoopes show her head on this situation between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Knowing that her hatred for Caitlin Clark runs deep, but you will not believe what she said today.
It all went down during what was supposed to be another fun rivalry game between Indiana and Chicago. But this time, Caitlin Clark decided she was done playing nice as Angel Reese drove to the rim. Clark stepped up, made contact, and wrapped her up like leftover lasagna. Reese hit the hardwood so hard, you could practically feel the internet start to vibrate. But here's where it got really spicy. Clark didn't flex, didn't talk trash. She just turned and walked away like she had dinner reservations at Nobu. Not even a glance back. Just vibes and victory.
I don't think Caitlin Clark is wrong for walking away, but I also have no issue saying she shouldn't have, with someone saying she shouldn't have, because if you've played ball, you know that sometimes if you're gonna go and intentionally foul somebody and you know that they could react, you deal with it.
That walk away. Iconic. Clark committed the foul, shrugged off the theatrics, and bounced like she had better things to do. Which, let's be honest, she probably did. Meanwhile, Reese popped up like she was spring-loaded, ready to throw hands and ad-libs. But Clark was already halfway back to the huddle, looking more composed than a politician after a scandal. It was cold. It was calculated. And to half the arena, it was glorious. The other half booed like she just unplugged their Wi-Fi. Either way, the moment went viral faster than a baby goat video.
Returns to the Gills Arena podcast. Bigger, better, more delusional, more foolish than ever. Sheryl Swoopes, welcome back, Sheryl. We missed you over here. Caitlin Clark delivered a hard foul, and she walked away. It was a basketball play. Foul, you're not getting this layup. Walked away. That's it. Angel Reese stands up.
Before Reese could turn that energy into an on-court WWE audition, Aaliyah Boston slid in like a Netflix character trying to defuse a bar fight. In her effort to play peacemaker, she gave Reese a little nudge backward. Accident or not, it was just enough to make things even messier. Whistles blared. Players stiffened. Fans stood up like it was the final scene of a Broadway show. This wasn't just basketball anymore. It was pure theater. And the script was absolutely dripping in drama. Enter Swoopes, stage left. But let's be clear, Sheryl Swoopes doesn't just critique Caitlin Clark. She practically has a Pinterest board dedicated to it. Every game, every foul, every facial expression. Clark lives rent-free in Sheryl's mental real estate. After the Reese foul, Swoopes went full scorched earth on her podcast, claiming Clark acted like she owns the league. Never mind the fact that Clark kind of does. Ticket sales, merch, TV ratings, the whole deal. But sure, let's focus on her body language.
Sheryl Swoopes is so jealous of Caitlin Clark, and she will advocate violence on Caitlin Clark. She was on Gills Arena's podcast talking about how she was cool with the foul, but she wasn't cool because Caitlin Clark walked away from Angel Reese when Angel Reese was chasing her and Aaliyah Boston had to step in. And mind you, she had a problem with Aaliyah Boston stepping in. So she wanted Caitlin Clark to stand there and get hit by Angel Reese. And also on top of that, now she's advocating for the All-Star game to be removed from Indiana.
You know that one relative who always has an unsolicited opinion about your job, your outfit, your entire life? That's Sheryl Swoopes when it comes to Caitlin Clark. The second that foul happened, you could practically hear Sheryl cracking her knuckles and firing up her keyboard. Within hours, her hot take was out in the wild, spicy enough to make jalapenos jealous. Subtle? Never. She jumped on Gil's arena like she had receipts and a revenge arc. Swoopes didn't even pretend to hold back. "I don't have a problem with the foul," she said. "My issue was with all the other stuff." Translation: she's mad Clark didn't stick around to get into a shouting match with Angel Reese. According to Swoopes, if you start the fire, you better dance in the flames. Because apparently, Clark's real crime wasn't the foul, it was having the audacity to walk away with dignity.
Sheryl Swoopes wants to see degenerate activity. Sheryl Swoopes wants to see bottom of the barrel activity. Sheryl Swoopes wants to see a bunch of nonsense taking place on the court. Sheryl, if it was a hard foul, why would Angel Reese get up the way she did? If it was just a hard foul, just a basketball play, why would Angel Reese get up the way she did?
And then came the classic Swoopes special, the double standard rant. If Angel Reese or anyone else had committed that same foul, Swoopes argued, the world would have erupted. But because it was Clark, she claimed, the reaction was muted, sanitized, softened. According to Sheryl, Caitlin Clark is the golden child, immune to criticism, living in a media-protected bubble. Never mind the fact that Clark gets body-checked every game and still gets blasted by half the media like she's out here ruining the sport. But sure, Sheryl, spin it like Clark's the chosen one. Just conveniently ignore the part where she's also the one taking elbows and eating critiques for breakfast.
Caitlin, if you're gonna foul, stand on it, Caitlin! Stand on it! What do they say in The Wizard of Oz? What did the lion say? Put him up, put him up! Is that what Sheryl Swoopes wanted to take place? Do these people just want to see Caitlin Clark get physically hurt? Did we not see her get physically hurt enough last year? Let's play a game of make-believe. Caitlin Clark, instead of walking away, instead of getting pulled away by her teammate, yeah, we'll get into it, she stands there. And what happens? Angel Reese yokes Caitlin Clark up, showing how mentally of a midget she is, showing how immature she is, showing how much of a degenerate she is. Is that what you wanted to take place, Sheryl?
Let's not forget, Sheryl Swoopes is a 4-time WNBA champion and a certified legend. Her place in basketball history is cemented, but right now, her legacy's starting to resemble that one ex who can't stop bringing you up at every party at this point. Sheryl's obsession with Caitlin Clark has more plot lines than a soap opera. When Clark was shattering records, Swoopes downplayed it. When Clark started hitting logo threes like they were free throws, Swoopes shrugged and said, let's see her do it against real competition. Honestly, if Clark walked on water, Swoopes would probably ask if she could swim.
I mean, she got so much hate in her heart for this 6-foot white girl that's playing in the league, dominating everything.
Fans aren't blind. They've picked up on the pattern. This isn't analysis anymore. It's a vendetta, the kind of relentless fixation that makes you wonder if Caitlin Clark accidentally took Sheryl's parking spot one day. And while Clark keeps making history and rewriting the rules, Swoopes is stuck writing bitter scripts with the same predictable ending. Downplay, discredit, repeat. And let's talk about irony for a second. This is a player who once carried the WNBA on her back, now dragging the league's newest star like she's a burden. Swoopes says she wants the WNBA to grow, but only on her terms. Only if the spotlight shines where she deems it worthy. Heaven forbid a 22-year-old from Iowa comes in and sells out arenas faster than most teams can update their Twitter feeds.
It's amazing how different somebody like Cynthia Cooper is to Sheryl Swoopes. They played together, but the difference in the hateration, the pettiness, the jealousy that comes from one former player versus the other former player is stark.